I'm First Alert meteorologist April Warnicki with record heat in the forecast. How long it's going to last coming up. Good morning, Arizona.
And I'm David, live in Phoenix, previewing day 2 of the Lori Vallow Daybell trial. We're going to recap what happened yesterday, plus the 911 call already under scrutiny from the alleged murderer. That's next.
Susan here on your side. Meta's rolling out some new tools to keep teens safe on social media. Coming up, we'll show you how they work. Good morning, Arizona.
It's Kylie here in the newsroom. We're watching the stock market closely as it opens for the day. What's going on and what you need to know if you've got any money invested. Good morning, Arizona.
Yeah, we want to say good morning, Arizona. Speaking of the stock market, the Dow's up 1,360 points, so off to a much better start today. We appreciate you joining us.
We're keeping an eye on the markets and all things Wall Street all morning long. But before we get to that, we need to talk about the weather. We've got two First Alert days on tap, April, for a big warm up on the way.
Big warm up on the way. So we get a couple of days in the 90s, then the triple digits arrive. They're not here for good, but we got a couple of hot days to get through. So let's take it live this morning to Glow. Beautiful morning, really all across our state. Clear skies helping to drop temperatures. Our mornings are still nice and cool. It's the afternoons that are going to be noticeably warmer. 62 in Fountain Hills this morning, 60 out in AJ, and 65 in Queen Creek, 57 in Mason, 55 right now in Gilbert. We got 57 if you're headed out the door in Scottsdale and Carefree, 60 in North Phoenix and 64 downtown. Nice cool 50 in Ahwatukee. That might be our coolest spot in town right now. We've got 57 in Glendale, 55 in Sun City, and 54 right now in Goodyear. We're climbing to 94 today, sunny and significantly warmer than we have been in a while around here. So warmer today than this time of year by almost about 10 degrees. We're going to keep climbing. We got a couple days in the triple digits to tell you about coming up with First Alert weather days in your full forecast.
Or two ago, Scott and Simone were showing you the I-10 and 27th Avenue. These folks are heading in from the West Valley into the downtown Phoenix area. But the West Valley commute actually now starts all the way back in Buckeye. This is a live look at the I-10 in Perryville. So these folks are heading towards the 303 transition, and you can see we are in the thick of rush hour, and we have slow and go conditions that far back into the West Valley commute. At this point, you'll see 1, 2, 3 stretches of slowing as you make your way in from the West Valley. 101 to downtown Phoenix, a 30-minute drive time right now. Let me widen out the view. You can definitely see the brake lights to the north part of town, starting to see slow and go conditions in the East Valley as well. We'll visit those freeways in the next traffic report.
All right, Gina, thank you for that. 3 people are expected to survive after they were taken to the hospital in critical condition after a bad overnight crash. This near 19th Avenue and Baseline in Phoenix. Still waiting to learn exactly what led up to it, but we do have a look at the moment it happened. A neighbor sent us this doorbell camera video. You can see the 2 cars colliding right there with that ball of flames. So police arrived. It's not clear why they were maybe already in the area. Maybe they were just on patrol. But we've got emails out asking for the latest information on this. It looks like somebody ran something, so we'll update you just as fast as we learn something. Day 2 of convicted murderer Lori Vallow Daybell's murder conspiracy trial. It'll be underway at 10:30 this morning, and it's a case drawing national attention. She's already facing life in prison for the deaths of 2 of her kids, Tylee and JJ.
Their bodies were found on her new husband's property in Idaho just months after the family moved there from Chandler in the wake of her 4th husband Charles' death. So
the shooter was Lori's brother, Alex Cox, and she is accused of conspiring with him to kill Charles for the insurance money. So let's go to David. He's outside the courthouse with more. David.
Scott, Simone, good morning. We wanted to recap day 1 of the trial, and it's become clear, was it self-defense or was it a planned execution? Those were the 2 sides that were presented to the jury, who will now have to figure out if Lori Vallow Daybell is guilty or not guilty of conspiracy. Day 1 also produced 3 witnesses, all of which were Chandler first responders. The prosecutors allege that Lori Vallow Daybell and her brother, Alex Cox, who shot Charles Vallow, planned his murder for money and religious beliefs. Vallow Daybell and Cox claimed the shooting was self-defense after a fight broke out at the Chandler home that they're all in 2019. Now, during just day one, we heard from a 911 call where you could hear Alex Cox saying that he started chest compressions on Charles Vallow after the shooting, but the first responders testified that that was highly unlikely after looking at the body of Charles Vallow. A lot of extra attention on Vallow Daybell for this case in particular because she is representing herself. And just yesterday on day one, she saw her fair share of objections from state prosecutors when she was questioning those first responders. Take a listen.
Did you have a conversation with Alex on the way to the police station?
Objection asked and answered.
And did he express...
Hold on. When there's an objection.
I'm sorry.
Wait for the ruling.
And that moment was, of course, caught on camera, just showed the inexperience of Vallow Daybell as she tries to defend herself as the first chair in this conspiracy murder case. The trial resumes today at 10:30 this morning, directly behind me in the Maricopa County Superior Court. We will be streaming this trial in full on azfamily.com. We also have a full sit-down interview with Lori Vallow Daybell with True Crime Arizona's Brandon Whitney as well, guys. But to follow up, what we could expect today is more cross-examination of those Chandler first responders who first showed up to the home after Charles Vallow was killed. Scott, Simone, we'll send it to you.
We know lots of people are interested in this trial and they want to stay up to date. So, David, we appreciate the report. You can watch day 2 of the trial coming up later this morning. Arizona's Family will be streaming coverage of it beginning at 10:30 every morning that court is in session. Our stream will be on a 30-minute delay as ordered by the court. Lori Vallow Daybell only did one sit-down pretrial interview from jail with our True Crime Arizona correspondent, Brianna Whitney. If you missed that exclusive one-on-one interview, you can watch it in its entirety right now online at azfamily.com.
All right, a lot of parents have concerns about their kids' use of social media.
Meta, which is the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, is rolling out some new safety features to keep young people safe on these platforms. So this morning, Susan is speaking with the head of safety at Meta to explain these new measures. We know parents worry about what their kids are doing online.
Of course. Just scrolling through social media, you can see all of the things that pop up. There's a lot to actually worry about on social media. So this is all about keeping kids safe online. We are going to bring in Jennifer Hanlon, North American head of safety at Meta right now. We have new teen accounts launching for Facebook and Messenger. First of all, I have to start here. Are teenagers using Facebook now?
Yes, Susan, teenagers do use Facebook. That's part of why we wanted to expand our teen accounts to Facebook and Messenger, building on what we did for Instagram last fall.
How do these teen accounts work? What are the controls that parents are going to have?
Yep, so teen accounts are automatic built-in protections for teens. We automatically enroll them. Teens actually don't have to do anything. We put them in these teen accounts. They have restrictions in place around who can contact a teen, who can message them, the type of content they'll see. We have a 60-minute daily limit on Instagram, for example. We have sleep mode to manage nighttime notifications. So these are all built-in protections for teens. If you're under the age of 16 and you want to move into less restrictions, you actually need your parents' permission. So parents have that ability to decide, you know what, I'm going to keep you in the built-in protections in these defaults, or parents can decide for their own child if they want to move them out of the default accounts that we have. We also, for parents, have parental supervision tools. So if parents want to do more, they can. They can get insights into who their teens are messaging. They can set more restrictions for the times of day, for example, that their teens use our platforms.
I know there is going to be a lot of interest in that feature. How do parents find that so they can kind of check out what's going on?
Yeah, so parents can use our parental supervision tools across our family of apps. So in addition to changing those defaults, if they want for their younger teens, they can use the supervision tools. Our Family Center, Meta's Family Center, is a great place to get started to understand how to use those supervision tools. We try to make it really easy for parents. So we have a wonderful dashboard where they can customize, depending on your child, what times of day you want them using Instagram, for example, or, if you want to restrict, during the school day or nighttime hours, or get those additional insights on who their teen may have blocked or reported and things like that. So you can go to Meta's Family Center to get started with those supervision tools.
I know that Instagram launched Instagram teen accounts previously, a few months ago. How has that rollout been? What are teens and their parents actually saying about it?
Yeah, we've been really happy with the rollout of Instagram teen accounts, and that's part of why we wanted to bring it to other apps that we have. We have seen about 54 million teens around the world enrolled in teen accounts, and we're not even finished our global expansion, so I think that number's been great. We're also seeing that about 97% of 13 to 15-year-olds are staying in the default protection. So they're staying in those default teen account settings that we've put in place for them. So we really feel good that they're having an age-appropriate experience. And we're talking to parents. We constantly want to find out, are we addressing their needs? Are there other things that they want? How do they feel about teen accounts? We recently commissioned a survey with Ipsos that talked to parents about teen accounts and found overwhelmingly more than 94% of parents felt that teen accounts really helped them. They also found that teen accounts can help support them having a more positive experience for their teen on Instagram. And overall, more than 90% of them liked the individual features that we're providing. So they find teen accounts are really helpful and supportive.
Thanks so much for walking us through. We could chat all day about teen safety on social media because it is such an important topic. We got to leave it there, though. Colton, over to you.
Thanks, Susan.
Thank you so much. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. will be in Phoenix today, and the Scottsdale City Council has a couple controversial items on their agenda for tonight. I'll explain what's on tap for today in the Valley. That's coming up next.
Thanks, Colton. And taking a live look outside on your Tuesday morning, we've got big changes on the way, Arizona. April is breaking down when and where we will see the warm up and those first alert weather days coming